What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am back with another video, and as promised, we have our follow-up to my question, which was, which video should I do next? And we just did balloons, and everyone said that naked is the perfect follow-up to balloons, which I'm definitely down for, you know? I don't watch this video as often, not because Nova didn't do an amazing job, because she absolutely did, but because Tom is mostly naked throughout the entire, is naked throughout the entire video, pretty much, and, eyes averted most of the time anyway, so I listen to the audio because I love this song. I love this beat. I love the lyrics. Like this, I feel like this song goes overlooked a lot because this is one of Tom's sickest beats. Like, I love this beat so much. It's just a vibe, right? And so but because I have just did that like deep dive into balloons, and not only did I go through the lyrics, but like I actually went back and watched the lives from that time, like, and to see what was going on around there and what people were saying. And so now that I've experienced that, when I've gone back and listened to Naked again, preparing for this video, I'm hearing it in a different way now. And I might be completely, you know, wrong. Obviously, it's my own interpretation, but after knowing what I know, I feel like there's more meaning to this song than it first meets the eye. So that's what we're doing today, is we're gonna go through Naked.
Guys, we got a problem. What did you think of the new video, Naked? Trick question. You probably haven't seen it because it's been shadow banned for sexually explicit content. And here's the proof. I'm getting messages from a lot of you saying YouTube's removed Naked from my playlist, or they're making me age verify my account before I can watch the video. Check this out. If you search anything on YouTube, what you've searched gets saved to the drop-down menu of the search bar. Anything except for Tom MacDonald Naked. That never saves. It's been kept off the trending charts, even though it's outperformed many of the videos that are trending, and we've only got half the views that we usually get by this point in time. When we contacted YouTube to see what the hell was going on, we got a 4-word response. Naked guy in thumbnail. That guy's not naked. He's wearing grapes. If a female rapper shakes her boobies in my face 79 times a month, that's totally fine. That's body positive. But the second your boy shows a little leg, they try to suppress the video. All we can do is share the video like crazy, and at the end of the day, they can screw with our video, but they can't screw with the Billboard charts. Do me a favor and download Naked on iTunes or Amazon.
If y'all are new here, welcome. For my returning fam, you already kind of know how this is going to go. There's going to be a shit ton of pausing. So if you're one of those people looking for genuine, true reaction of someone who's never seen the video, I'm very familiar with this song and video. We are going to go through the lyrics and kind of dissect them in a different way, knowing more about the song that came before and kind of more about Tom in general. So, yeah. If you want to watch the original video, go over to Tom's page. I'll have his page linked in the description below, and you can watch the video on your own with no interruptions, and then come back over here and see what we talk about. So, but without further ado, we're going to get into it. So, as you can see right away, just grapes and nakedness. This is going to be a fun one. All right, here we go.
I'm doing my best, I keep telling y'all that I'm stressed. Give it everything and no less. They all really good, but I'm best. Go in #1, look what's next. Made like 20 million, no flex. They all shooting at me, no vest. Please stop praying for me, I'm blessed. Keep my circle small, no guess. Got anxiety in my chest, I can't lie to y'all.
Okay, first of all, can we just, moment of applause for that beat drop. It comes in so well every time, and I'm going to take this all the way back. But just going over what he said so far, because the very first time I listened to the song again after doing my balloons reaction deep dive, I don't even know what to call those really. He says, I'm doing my best. I keep telling y'all that I'm stressed, and that instantly made me think of what I had just heard in balloons, right? Because he was talking about being stressed, being depressed, all of those things. Then he says, give it everything and no less. They are really good, but I'm best. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but like, it's cool. Like, I like that he says, you know, they're really good, but I am the best. And you have to have that attitude if you want to make it in the business, because if you don't think you're the best, no one else is going to. But the thing I found fascinating was the line after that, going #1, look what looks. Wow, I think I just glitched out in real time. Going #1, look what's next. And to me, that says going #1. He went #1 with balloons, which is something he wanted to do, I believe. From watching those lives and stuff, he really wanted to prove that he could do it without a political song or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he got number 1 on that for sure. And then look what's next. This is what's next. Made like 20 million, no frex. If he made 20 million off that one song, that is so dope. But I think he means in general, $20 million up until that point. And this song is a little bit older, so we all know that Tom is worth probably more than that now. They all shooting at me, no vest. Please stop praying for me. I'm blessed. And I automatically, that made me think, I wonder if he was talking about the reaction from balloons. Now they all shooting at me. I don't think he literally means pew, 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 right? But shooting at me, like taking their shots at him. And then he doesn't have a vest. Obviously because homeboy is naked right now. It's dangerous, man. Dangerous. Please stop praying for me. I'm blessed. Like, he knows he's blessed. And I feel like a lot of people, like, there was fans that misunderstood the song in the way that maybe they felt attacked. But there was other people who were genuinely concerned for his well-being, because up until that point, they may not have known maybe that his depression or his anxiety was as bad as it was, right? Because a lot of people do think you get famous and life is better, but it doesn't change what's up in your head. And we talked about that in the last video. Oh, the beat drop is probably one of my favorites, though. It's just like, it just makes you want to bounce, right? Okay, so we're going to take it back from the top. I'm going to go through the rest of the verse, and then we'll talk about it again.
I'm doing my best, I keep telling y'all that I'm stressed. Give it everything and no less. They all really good, but I'm best. Go in number 1, look what's next. Made like 20 million, no flex. They all shooting at me, no vest. Please stop praying for me, I'm blessed. Keep my circle small, no guess. Got anxiety in my chest, I can't lie to y'all, I'm depressed. My life wild dog, I'm a mess. Got security for the threats, all these enemies that I get. Trying to find a little respect, they've been speaking out of their neck. It's been screwing with me, no sex.
Okay, so just talking about from where we started, keep my circle small, no guests, got anxiety in my chest. He already talked about literally having anxiety, but like, I like that he says, keep my circle small, no guests, like not inviting anybody in that, like, unless you really, really know them, right? Not trusting everybody, and that you kind of got to keep your circle small if you want to keep the loyal one, like, or weed out the fake people, right? Got security for the threats, all these enemies that I get, trying to find a little respect, you know, like, it sucks because Tom is so good at what he does, and he puts so much into all of his songs, and people shit on him because they don't like, you know, the way he raps or his opinion, or just, you know, shit he says online or whatever. They just automatically assume they know who he is. And he gets a lot of threats from these people. Like, he puts so much, he, like, you know, and he does so much to earn the respect. Like, you know, he goes number 1 all the time. He hits Billboard all the time. Like, that's a rarity that he isn't on Billboard anymore. You know, I don't even know, like, when was the last time he didn't hit Billboard at some, like, somewhere on the charts? And the fact that he does it all by himself, you know, what's crazy is I was going through, if you go to Spotify and you look up a song, you can go to song credits and find out who performed it, who wrote it, who produced it, what label, all of that, right? And if you go to, like, Cardi B's, like, most popular song, Just Like This or something like that, there's, like, fucking 10 writers. Like, 10 writers on that song. You go to any of Tom's, it says Tom MacDonald. Tom MacDonald. That's it. One person, right? That alone should give him so much respect. The fact that he also produces his own beats, you would think, like, Tom doesn't really need to do anything else to earn the respect. He rightly deserves the respect already. And I feel like he did it this time as well. Obviously, you know, now versus then, but, like, at the same time, that's why he started keeping his circle small. You know, he doesn't do a ton of features. He definitely does not. You know, and they've been speaking out of their neck. That's true. Like, people talk so wild about him online, and it doesn't matter what he does, right? It could be political. It was something like balloons. Like, there was still people shitting on him for that. And that's crazy to me. Like, the way people talk to other people online is just blows my freaking mind. All right. So we're going to take it back just a little bit and move on.
That I get, trying to find a little respect. They've been speaking out of their neck. It's been screwing with me, no sex, God. Feel like I'm the best, I just keep on shutting down these features like they frozen on my desktop. Yes, y'all, eating all these rappers like a mess hall. 1,000 miles an hour, I don't ever take a rest stop. Slept on, homie, you should probably save your breath, dog. I ain't trying to hear it, cause lately I just forget lots. Pep talks, I don't need advice or to be checked on. I just need my wifey in a bed that I could rest on. Teflon.
That's a great. I'm absolutely leaving it right there where I paused it. That's a good look for Tom. Okay, so this line always cracks me up. He says, "It's been screwing with me, no sex, God." Like, I just love the way he puts words together, and it's been screwing, sex, God. I love the, like, I don't know if that would be alliteration, or I love that there. I feel like I'm the best dog. I just keep on shutting down these features like they've frozen on my desktop. And that's what I just said. You know, he keeps his circle small. He's not letting just anybody in. He's definitely not doing features with just anybody. Eating all these rappers like a mess hall. He's just, you know, he's pew, 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 pew. They just can't fuck with him. You know, he's taking them down one by one, beating their ass on all the charts. Like, 1,000 Miles, I don't even take a rest stop. He really doesn't ever rest. And he also said that in Balloons. You know, he talked about falling asleep on his weight bench, trying to find the strength to work out. You know, he's exhausted, and he does go 1,000 miles an hour because, like he says in, you know, Don't Look Down. We talked about that in that video too. You know, he's not afraid of success. He's afraid of what happens if he takes a rest. You know, he goes on to say, slept on, homie, you should probably save your breath, dog. I ain't trying to hear it because lately I just forget lots. Slept on. Tom is 100% slept on. Like, people think they know, but they don't really know. You know, Tom's putting out music with a message because it's important to him, but if he wanted to go just white lightning on their ass, he absolutely could. Thomas definitely slept on. He was then. He's not as slept on these days. I feel like more and more people are starting to, like, find his music. But he should be so much bigger than he is, for sure. Especially with the quality of music he's putting out. And every song has a message, whether it's about sobriety and addiction and recovery or political stuff or, I mean, honestly, just about anything. Motivational stuff, inspirational stuff. He hits all the bases. Said I ain't trying to hear it because lately I just forget lots. That almost makes me think of the way he ignores, you know, the drama and stuff, like, kind of almost forgets about it in a sense, just focuses on, like, you know, he says, I ain't trying to hear it because lately I just forget lots. Like, he's not trying to hear your drama. He's not trying to hear the disses. He's not even paying attention to that. He's doing his own thing. Pep talks, I don't need advice or to be checked on. I instantly thought about Balloons and the reaction of Balloons from people who were concerned. You know, I'm sure there was a lot of people trying to give advice, and we're checking up on him, and I think he does definitely appreciate that. But, like, as long as he has Nova and a bed that he said that he can rest on, but I think he also, like, there's almost an underlying meaning to that. Like, sometimes when things aren't good in my life or when there's a lot of negative in my life, I find it hard to sleep. And so I think if he just has Nova and he keeps his head clear and away from the drama, you definitely are in a much better place. You know, so I wonder, I really do feel like almost this song was a response to Balloons in a sense. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but that's, like, I wonder potentially if this song was inspired by that response, maybe. I don't know. All right.
Gets or how big or important or painstaking the fight is. I'm just gonna keep fucking going. And I know that you guys are there with me every step of the way. I know that. I know how much you guys have done for me and how much time and energy and money that you've put into this as well. That's not lost on me at all. So we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. It sucks because I was really, really excited about this. So was Nova. So then when we put the video out, and we start finding out, like, oh, they've age restricted it and notifications didn't go out and YouTube saying that it's sexually explicit and blah, 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 blah. Like, when we start finding these things out, it's like heartbreaking and it feels like the end of the world. It really feels like the end of the world. It's a lot of stress and negative energy and frustration and disappointment and just sadness that goes along with that shit. So it's easy to let it feel like the end of the world. But the fact of the matter is, it's not the fucking end of the world. It's just one video, and fuck, I love it. And I thought it was special, and people are always bugging me lately about, hey, you're doing too much political stuff, do something different. So I put out Balloons, and I felt like that was different, and people shit on it. So I was going to put out Naked, which was way different. and YouTube shit on it. So it's just like, I feel like these last two videos, I don't know. I just feel like I can't win. But like I said, whether winning is possible or impossible, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for it every single time.
Yeah. All right, taking it back.
Just need my wifey in a bed that I could rest on. Teflon, even when I'm naked. Haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it? Yeah. Teflon, even when I'm naked. Haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it?
Okay, so about the chorus. This one is really like, it almost seems like a double to me, okay? And I mean, it is, because naked, obviously, I feel like he obviously doesn't mean naked in the literal sense, but also naked as in vulnerable, which Teflon even when I'm naked. So bulletproof even when I'm exposed is how I take that. That being said, it like he exposed himself in balloons emotionally. He was vulnerable in the sense that he was very transparent about the struggles he was facing. So in a sense, being naked. But even though there was, you know, people hating on it or whatever, even though he exposed himself and his emotions and his struggles, he still went number one. So he's definitely bulletproof even when he's naked or exposing himself and his struggles, no matter what he does. That's how I feel about that chorus. That's what it makes me feel. That's what it inspires me to feel, especially after Balloons. And I kind of love that because I think everybody can relate to that in a sense, like, like everybody should take strength from that, right? Like Teflon, bulletproof even when I'm exposed. I could be as low as it can go, but I'm still strong enough to, you're not gonna beat me. We ain't taking no L's. You don't like it? Oh well. Anyway, I just had to say that. So we'll get back into it.
You know I'm the man, I built all of this with my hands. Ain't no record label, just fans. I do everything that I can, I do anything for my fam. Ain't no diamonds on me, no brands. Gave like $100 grand to my dad. This all going according to my plan. This my destiny, it ain't chance. Y'all can't cancel me like Roseanne. Y'all so jelly, on me no jam. Y'all the type of folk I can't stand. Can't get clout, don't give no damns. I got plaques on plaques on plaques on plaques on plaques. I'm just doing what they can. No cap, no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap. Y'all feel like
Okay, so before it gets too far, going back through, you know, I'm the man, I built all this with my hands, meaning, you know, everything he has, Hangover Gang, the Hangover Gang industry that we are, the machine he's created, and no record label, just fans. And that's true. And I don't know how many times he has to say it, because people still say he's an industry plant, which is okay. I do everything that I can. I do anything for my fam. And that's absolutely true because, you know, he bought his dad a car. He just said he gave his $100 grand to his dad. And I know that was probably paying him back for a lot of stuff that, you know, he helped Tom with in the past or whatever. But also just like Tom really takes care of his family. You know, his sister was struggling. She was a nurse during COVID. And Tom talks about it in God Mode, how, you know, she was really stressed out, anxiety, panic attacks. They were understaffed. She was overworked, and he told her to quit her job. And now she works with Tom and Nova and doing the videos and stuff. Like, you know, he retired his mom. He really does take care of his fam. And not only that, but like his extended family with Hangover Gang. There's a lot of people, a lot of things Tom does, and is, you know, he's there for those people as well. Like, he really does give 110% of himself to everyone but himself. At least that's how I see it from where I'm at. Ain't no diamonds on me, no brands, which is so funny. When he says, like, because he said before in Sellout, you know, he says that all of his jewelry is fake. And that all of his, like, name brands that are, like, his, you know, Gucci and whatever is secondhand. I would hope these days, like, maybe just one real piece, a couple real pieces, like, maybe one real chain. One set of diamonds, you know? Maybe a girl. Like, I feel like he deserves... I mean, you don't have to, but I feel like all that hard work, you gotta reward yourself with something. Sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you earned it. You really earned it. You put blood, sweat, and tears into it. You earned it. Get it. That's what I say. But that's what ain't no diamonds on me, no brands. And also no brands as in, like, being branded. That could be literal, you know, like they do with cattle. Hope nobody's out here branding Tom, unless you talk about his tattoos, I guess. But no brands could mean quite a few different things. gave $100,000 to my dad. This all going to part of my plan. You know, and I mean, it's true. Like, he really has stayed focused on the end goal, and he's made it happen. Like, this my destiny, ain't chance. No, and that's for sure. I really do feel like Tom was fated to be an artist, and not just a rapper. You know, people call him a rapper or a political rapper, this and that. Tom is truly an artist. He doesn't really fit into one box, and a name like, you know, a title like rapper just doesn't really seem to express all of the amazing qualities within his music. So artist is how I like to call him or refer to him. Y'all can't cancel me like Roseanne. Yeah, man, they did cancel Roseanne, didn't they? But she made a comeback. She has made a comeback on her own, so I will say that. But with the exception of the little radio incident, but they can't cancel Tom. They can't just cancel. I mean, YouTube maybe could, I guess, or whatever. But like, I think the fans would we would find a way. You know what I mean? Like, he could be posting videos in the Discord. I don't know. We would find a way. You can't cancel Hangover Gang.
So fucking upset. I was really upset too, but I wasn't crying. But yeah, she was bummed. She's feeling a lot better today. Because I like woke up and I had like two options, man. It was like, I either let this shit overwhelm me and cripple me and paralyze me and stop me dead in my tracks and just accept defeat and move on to the next one, or don't allow that negative narrative inside my head and try to just take everything in stride and roll with the punches and just try to do my best to keep a positive mindset about this stuff, which is extremely difficult sometimes. But I think for the most part, I've managed to stay in pretty good spirits. So yeah.
It's a thing, for real. Y'all so jelly on me, no jam. I love that because it makes me think of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But they're jealous of him. Aren't they, though? They're very jealous. Y'all the type of folk I can't stand. Can't get clout. Don't give no dams. I got plaques on plaques on plaques on plaques. I'm just doing what they can. And that's so true. You know, it's like, not everybody can do what Tom is doing. And I think that's what makes me the most mad about, like, a lot of the hate he gets about his music and stuff, or about the way he markets himself. Like, Tom is out here winning. These other people that are hating on him are not. Like, he wasn't lying. He created a blueprint for you. All you have to do is follow that shit. But at the same time, like, Tom has a God-given talent, or a universe-given talent, or whatever you believe. Okay, whatever you believe. He has a given talent. He was born with this thing to communicate through music to people. And I'll die on that hill. 100%. He was meant to do this. And all the plaques on plaques on plaques on plaques just prove it. Just saying. I love the no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap. No lie, y'all. Feel like he's the rap god. Let's get into that part because I love this section right here.
No cap, no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap, y'all. Feel like I'm the rap god. No, that ain't a diss on Eminem. He practically why I rap, dog. Paparazzi cameras see the flash in my backyard. Addicted to my work cause my world doper than crack rocks. Back off.
Okay, before we get into this, like, faster section right here, I like when he says, like, no lie, I feel like I'm the rap god. Now, I could be completely wrong. It could have just been a line, but I think, so when I watched the live from Balloons, you know, he was talking about how he really wanted to get a #1 with this song. Like, it was something completely different for him. And he wanted to prove not only to him, he wanted to prove to everyone that he could do it without a political song, but I think he wanted to prove that to himself as well. You know, and he's done that several times over by now, but I don't know, like, I feel like I'm the rap god, like, even though he got shit on, got some hate for Balloons, and then even though, you know, he gets all this hate and stuff, he's still out here winning, and he really does feel like the rap god, like, and of course he's not dissing Eminem, he's like, I think he's referring to rap, like, a lot of people say, oh, he's dissing Eminem because they said rap god. No, I think he meant rap god as in, like, he really does feel like the rap god, like, no matter what he does, he's able to win with any type of rap. That might just be, I like, you know, read into shit and create, you know, novels inside my head that are of my own making. So that might not, I don't even know if that has anything to do with it, but that's what made me think of. Paparazzi cameras see the flash in my backyard. That would trip me out, not gonna lie. Like, why are you taking pictures of me? That's so weird, especially at home. Like, you know, I mean, like, that's creepy, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. That's weird. They're lucky they don't get shot. That's what I'm saying. You can't do that in Texas. Paparazzo can't get you up in Texas. So, addicted to my work because my work doper than crack rocks. I love that. He always has just the best alliteration, similes, metaphors, whatever you want to call it. Like, his doubles and triples are so intricate, sometimes they can be so missed. But addicted to my work, like, addicted, dope, crack rocks, addicted to drugs, but addicted to his work because his work is doper than crack rocks, so even better than drugs. Like, I love the way he can put words together that have different meanings. Chef's kiss. That's all I'm saying. So, okay, now this is like one of my favorite sections of this whole song.
Cause my world doper than crack rocks. Back off, let me blast off. When we last talked, it was drama. I ain't playing with you like a sandbox. I ain't hanging with you trying to trash talk. I've been cutting ties like a hacksaw. Y'all been on my balls like a hand job. Y'all ain't sitting with me like a lapdog. And I keep my word like a chat log, yo.
Okay. I said, back off, let me blast off. When we last talked, it was drama. Now, this line I don't know, but I feel like I wonder if he's referencing like balloons again, or if he is talking about like potentially like diss stuff, right? Like, or if he got into it with somebody. Like, there's a couple of things in here that he references, like, I feel like either fake friends or something like that. And you know, I wonder when he says when we last talked it was drama, so I don't know if he's talking to like a group of people or if he specifically meant somebody there. But he says, I ain't playing with you like a sandbox. I ain't hanging with you trying to trash talk. Hanging with you trying to trash talk makes me think of people who like talk about other people behind their backs. Like, I'm not trying to hang out with you and listen to you talk shit about other people. I mean, you know, or hanging with you like other rappers talking shit about him behind his back, but like trying to be his friend to his face. That's what it makes me think. Something like that. I've been cutting ties like a hacksaw. Cutting ties, burning bridges. And that goes back to like fake friends, or maybe finding that someone has been fake, and cutting ties. Y'all been on my balls like a hand job. That's definitely the haters for sure. And that's it. Like, I've said it so many times in different videos. It's crazy to me how these haters, like, well, so I'll be like, are you seeking out this content just to tell people how much you don't like it? That's whack. And they'll be like, no, it just came up on my feed. Well, then you click on it a lot, because all I have to do is click on something a couple of times and I'm flooded with that type of stuff, right? So you're obviously like clicking on it. But if I see a video of someone I don't like, or I don't like their music, or whatever the case may be, maybe I don't agree with their opinion, I just don't watch it. I literally go watch something I do want to watch. So the fact that people click on it, it's like, I don't know if they click on it and then just don't watch the video just so they can talk shit in the comments. I'm not really sure. Either way, whack, whack, whack. That's all I'm saying. Whacking it like a whack-a-mole. Now I lost my ADHD, guys. Y'all ain't sitting with me like a lapdog. I keep my word like a chat log. So, like, you ain't sitting me with a lapdog. You think about dogs. Dogs are very loyal. And you ain't sitting, like, a lapdog is someone you would, like a dog, like, something you would trust, right? You trust your lapdog. You trust your dog. So you're not sitting with me, like, you're not trustworthy is what that's, like, or, like, I can't trust you. That's what that says to me. It could just be a line. I don't know. And I keep my word like a chat log. That one to me is pretty self-explanatory. Like, I keep my word. No, like, you can even go back through a chat log and it's still there, right? Everything you said is still there. So he keeps his word. He's not going back on it. He's not changing up. So yeah, that section was really interesting to me. I have no idea if I'm right about any of it. All right, back.
Sitting with me like a lapdog, and I keep my word like a chat log, yo. Teflon, even when I'm naked. Haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it? Yeah. Teflon, even when I'm naked. Haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it? I'm ready to go. It's like if you know, then you know. I ain't keeping enemies close. If you're bros, I'm bros, we're bros. You might wanna whip me, I don't. I ain't running around with no hoes. I don't live my life by your code. I just work my hands to the bone. I don't grind it out for the dough. I need peace inside of my soul. I need karma helping me grow. I need love inside of my home. Pray I fail, I promise I won't. All my album plaques made of gold. Man, I stacked up 5 in a row. Man, I don't got no rich haters. All of them are dumb broke. Stab me in the back, I'm leaving cutthroat. Skipping.
All right, so coming back up through, so he says, I'm ready to go. It's like if you know, then you know. I ain't keeping enemies close. If you're bros on bros, we're bros. I ain't keeping enemies close. Obviously, not keeping, like a lot of people say, keep your enemies close. And that's, to me, that's never really a good idea. Like, I get sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend type situation, but like, no. You shouldn't keep anybody in your circle that you don't trust 110%. If you're bros, we're bros, right? You might want it with me, I don't. People do want it with Tom. I don't know why, because they're going to lose every time. I ain't running around with no hoes. No, he's not, because he got one. Not that she's not a hoe. That's not what I meant by that. But he's got a girl. He don't need the hoes, okay? He already found the diamond in the rough. He don't need nothing else. I don't live my life by your code. And that's true. It's that takes me to the whole diss drama that's been going on lately. Obviously, most of you probably already, you know about that. I'm not going to go into it too much, but he says, I don't live by my life by your code. A lot of people say that, in the culture, we do this and this and that. The thing about diss battles, people have to understand is, like, I liken it to the best analogy I think I ever heard for it. It's like an NBA, right? It's like the NBA. You have dunking contest in the NBA. It's cool to watch. It's impressive, but it's not the game, right? So hip hop being the game or the culture or whatever, like, you don't have to do these diss battles in order to be part of the culture. Like, you don't have to do dunking contest to be part of the NBA. You just have to want to do the dunking contest, right? So if you don't want to, you shouldn't have to. But he doesn't live his life by that code, because that's not who he is. And if he was to do that, he wouldn't be staying true to who he is and what's good for him in his own mental health. He says, I just work my hands to the bone, and it's true. He's not focusing on the drama and the diss battles. He's literally just doing his thing. He's putting out music that matters to him, that matters to other people, and he's keeping to himself, and he is winning. How many times I gotta say it? He's winning, the other people are not. So there you go. I don't grind it out for the dough. I need peace inside of my soul. He said before, he doesn't do this for the money. He could have retired already. He's not doing it for the money. He said so many times before that music is his therapy. He does it for therapy. And so it helps give him peace inside of his soul. And especially, like, staying true to who you are and your own morals and not selling yourself for a buck will provide you with peace, I feel like. I need karma helping me grow. I need love inside of my home. I need karma helping me grow. Like, and how do you get good karma to help you grow, right? You have to put out what you want to get back in the world. So that's just one more reason that Tom keeps putting out positive stuff and positive messages, is because that is going to come back to him. When you surround yourself with positivity and your mind's positive, and even when things seem really bad, if you can find a way to stay positive in some way, you're going to make it through much better. You're going to be better for it. Up here, 100%. I need love inside of my home, don't we all? Pray I fail. I promise I won't. And he hasn't. And people want him to fail so bad, which is crazy to me. Why don't you everybody just want to see everybody win? All my album plaques made of gold. Facts. Man, I stacked up 5 in a row. Facts. I don't got no rich haters. All of them are dumb broke. And that's true. If you look at the people hating on him, they're significantly less wealthy than Tom, for sure. With less accolades as well. I would say the majority of the time. Like, unless there's like these crazy mainstream artists that are hating on him, which, maybe they are behind the scenes, but like, honestly, there's no one hating on Tom that is doing better than him. So take it as you will. All of them are dumb broke. Stab me in the back, I'm leaving cutthroat. Like, again, stab me in the back. Backstabbers, the untrustful friend, right? The fake friends. That's what I said before. There's a couple of things in here that make me think maybe something was going on with a friend at this time too, or around that time. I don't know. Maybe whatever happened also impacted, like, had, purpose why he put out balloons or something. I don't know. skip. Okay, now getting to the next part.
Go, man, I stacked up 5 in a row, man, I don't got no rich haters, all of them are dumb broke, stab me in the back, I'm leaving cutthroat, skipping over everyone, don't even need a jump rope, gun smoke, took so many shots I should be blood soaked, aiming for the stars, I keep it moving like a tugboat, young folks, I know that it's hard for y'all to trust most, life gets so confusing, so stay tuned to what your gut knows, rough roads, always make it tough to keep your cup full, if you can't take the heat, then you'll find out when you get sunstroke, Teflon.
Okay. Oh, that's a perfect screenshot right there. Should grab it. Okay, so skipping over everyone. I don't even need a jump rope. I love that. And he really, like, he is, that makes me think of the charts, right? Like, he comes out and all of a sudden he's at the top, just skipping all over everybody. He don't need a jump rope for that. He's so good. Gun smoke, took too many shots. I should be blood soaked. And obviously taking shots from other rappers. People get disses, haters, and it's true, like, if the hate were bullets, Tom would be riddled with them, right? Aiming for the stars, I keep it moving like a tugboat. You know, he's literally shooting for the stars. He's trying to achieve all of his dreams, and he just keeps it moving, right? Just keeps moving forward. It doesn't matter the drama, the shit that's going on, you know, outside in the internet world or on YouTube or whatever. He just keeps moving forward, and by doing that, he keeps winning. Hashtag winning. Young folks, I know that it's hard for y'all to trust most. Life gets so confusing. Stay tuned to what your gut knows. Again, that makes me think of some type of betrayal in his life. You know, because it's hard. It is hard to trust people, especially as you get more famous, right? Because how do you know who genuinely wants to be your friend, and who just wants something from you? You know, that sucks. Life gets confusing. That's for everyone. That's universal. Not even just being famous. Just life is fucking confusing. Stay tuned to what your gut knows. Now that I can say for sure is absolutely 100% true. Genuinely trust your gut. Like if your gut says something is off with somebody or some situation, most likely you're probably right. Rough roads always make it tough to keep your cup full. If you can't take the heat, then you'll find out when you get sunstroke. You know, rough roads make it easy to make it tough to keep your cup full. It's hard when things aren't going the way you want them to, or you're feeling down, you have depression, all of that. It's really hard to see the bigger picture. It's hard to stay positive. But if you can't take the heat, can't take the pressure, you're gonna find out when the pressure gets too much and you blow a gasket, right? Blow up, and not in a good way. All right, let's finish this out.
Even when I'm naked, haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it? Yeah. Teflon, even when I'm naked, haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it? Teflon, even when I'm naked, haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it? Yeah. Teflon, even when I'm naked, haters, that's heartbreaking, ain't it?
Swinging the braids. Tom's too cool for school. Those sunglasses are dope, though. So nice. Oh, excuse me. There we go. All right. So, that was awesome. I freaking love that song. Like, that song is super underrated. But I think it's funny. I really do feel like that song was kind of a response to the reaction people had from Balloons, in a sense. I don't know what else was leading up to that point, but I do think that is a fun video. And it's, you know, it's crazy the things that went on during that video. Like, they were really trying to suppress it, you know, because they said Tom was, you know, naked and exposing himself, which is kind of funny considering all the other shit I see online these days.
It's labeled body positive. It's body positive. It's art. It's body positive. But the second your boy fucking lets it all hang out for 3 minutes, YouTube treats it like the fucking apocalypse. It's fucking crazy. But whatever. Like, regardless of how well it does or doesn't do, it was a boatload of fun. Like, it was a buttload of fun. Nova and I had like such a blast shooting it, and I think the song's really great. I know a lot of people don't like the song, but Honestly, it's just because it's like not your style. It's a super hip hop modern style sounding like hip hop record. So like if it's not your style, I totally get it, but I know the strength of that song, and it's a strong song. It's super competitive with what mainstream artists are doing these days, and that was sort of like the whole point of the thing, was make this mainstream sounding modern hip hop song, and then in the video do this like mainstream looking video that sort of mimics what a lot of like female mainstream artists do. Because I sort of suspected that like if we did the whole like sex appeal thing in a video, like it would be a problem. I sort of suspected that, but it was kind of like a troll, because I knew that, like I said to Nova, look, they might ban or suppress or shadow our video if we do this. But if they do, it just literally proves my point that like it's okay if mainstream female artists do it, but if an independent dude does it, it's a huge issue. And I said that like a week before the video even came out. So I sort of expected this. I hoped for the best, but sort of expected the worst. And honestly, like, it was a little worse than I had expected. Like, I thought maybe they'd screw with it a little bit, but like labeling it as mature content and age restricting it and like all the shit that happened was like, it was a little loftier than I thought it was going to be.
What happened, but I'm sure it had more to do with the fact that it's Tom than it was the disrobing. But yeah, so interesting. You know, I love going back through and really diving deep into these songs and kind of what was happening at the time, because, you know, I've heard this song I don't know how many times, but I now going back and hearing Balloons, hearing the live from Balloons, hearing, you know, the live from Naked and stuff, you know, going back and watching those, like, it paints a different picture of kind of like what I feel like the song really meant. At first I thought it was just a flex song, but now it almost feels a little bit like a response in a sense too. But you know, and it's interesting because I know there was you know, Balloons was on a different album, Naked was on a different album. So, I wonder like how much time was actually between the two songs being written. I know they came out not far from each other, but I wonder if he wrote this right after Balloons came out, or if, you know, what the time frame was there. That'd be interesting to know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, it's this song is pretty dope. I love this song. It's got an incredible beat. And it, you know, he said before in like the live that people were shitting on this song too, and I guess technically YouTube was shitting on it, or shitting on the video, I suppose. But like, you know, it really surprised me that so many, he said people kind of shit on Balloons, because I think that's such an important song. But overall, I mean, I do think this had a little bit to do with Balloons. I'm just gonna go with it, right? Because it depends on when it was written in comparison, but if this was written as a response, I think that's pretty dope. I love the song. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this song. And next up, we are going to do the runner-up, which is American Dreams, because that was another song that came up pretty frequently about being misunderstood. And after reading a statement that Tom made about that, I get why. So stay tuned, because that video will be coming soon. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and let me know what else you want to see me do. And I will catch y'all in the next one.
A lot of people say, yo, the video is fantastic. I love the sound and style of the song. It was great. It was tasteful. You can't see anything. I tried. Oh, man. I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, like, Nova and I had like a really good time filming it, but I think a lot of people a lot of people probably have the impression that we had a lot more fun than we actually did. Because as fun as it was, and as many laughs as we had to pay like such close attention to like placement of grapes and placement of pineapple and placement of that fake money that was on my crotch. Like the whole time it was like, I was like buck ass naked And I had to stop like every 2 minutes and be like, Nova, can you see anything? Can you see anything? And Nova's like zooming in on the monitor and shit. She's like, no, I think you're good. Like, or move those 2 grapes to the left. Or like, it was just, honestly, it was fun, but it was a fucking headache and super stressful making sure that there wasn't any pork or beans in the video, if you catch my drift. Thank God my girlfriend shoots my music videos, because there's nobody else on the planet that I would ever allow to shoot that music video for me, man. Like, for real. What's up? You got something to say?
That's my favorite video shoot of all time.
That's your favorite video shoot of all time?
Yeah. And the best part is we were eating so healthy afterwards because all we were eating is grapes and pineapple. Like steak salad for every meal.
Yeah. What are you eating right now? What is that?
It's protein pasta with cheese whiz and salt and pepper.
Let me see that.
Maybe we're the wild ones, wild ones, wild ones. Maybe we're the wild ones, wild ones, wild